What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? I'm setting up the whatchamacallit. Join live stream. There we go. Put in the link real quick. Join live stream. There we go. We ready to go? What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? How you guys feeling? Oh, this is not the right screen. Let me fix that. Properties. Here we go. This is the right screen. We'll wait for some people to get in here. Join in on the fun. What's up, Carl Michael? Yeah, man, I'm glad my channel is still going as well. My my Instagram had got disabled for 43 days. I was able to get it back, luckily, about 2 weeks ago. I think on the 29th, maybe January 29th, something like that. Yeah, man, that was devastating. You know, because I've built my following on there for the last 5-6 years. So it definitely hurt when it got disabled for no reason. So I'm excited that I got my Instagram back. You guys already know. You can follow me there, bitcoin.daily. You guys can also follow the kid at on Twitter, Bitcoin X Daily. Somebody stole, or I don't think I could put a dot on Twitter, so it's just X Daily. And somebody stole just Bitcoin Daily. Like, why they steal my account name, bro? Is there a way I could like take it from the person that it has the name is not using it? Let's see what account that is. Bitcoin Daily. Is there even an account called that? Bitcoin Daily. This guy right here. The Bitcoin Investors Daily. An unbiased daily rundown of the Bitcoin market and news. This guy hasn't posted since 2011. Oh my goodness. Yo, this guy. What happened to this guy? Is this Satoshi? Satoshi? Is that you? Father? Is that you? It is funny to read. From 2011. This is this is basically from 11 years ago. They're talking about exchanges weren't trustworthy back then. This is crazy. I wonder what happened to whoever this person is. Yeah, so it looks like this guy just like was doing this for a little bit and then he quit in 2011. Maybe he lost all his money. He got wrecked. So how low is Bitcoin going today, folks? It's funny that all the same conversations and thoughts are like, it's basically all still the same, right? This guy had a very short-lived career here. He started the account on June 17th, 2011. It's his first tweet, and his last tweet was June 21st. This guy had a 4-day career as a Bitcoin Investors Daily. He had 4 days of doing this and he quit. That's some funny stuff. He needs to give me my account though. Like, what's going on? What is this? What is this blog spot? It doesn't even exist. India. BitcoinDaily.blogspot. So a guy from India. If this guy held his Bitcoin from 2011 when he created this account, this guy has to be either a millionaire or a billionaire by now. Or he might have died because he never tweeted again. Who knows? Who knows what happened there? But yeah, that's why that's not my account. I couldn't get that name because somebody took it. So my account on Twitter instead is Bitcoin X Daily. I am the X Factor. Taking a look at the price here. Currently sitting around 42.5. Let's pull up the order books and see what it looks like. So you can see we have this volume shelf right here. This is sitting around that $41,000 to $42,000 area. We have, that's not much of a buy wall there, but we have some buy orders there sitting at 42,000. We have a lot of sell orders at 43,000. It's not a lot, but we have a small little tiny wall sitting at 43,000. Where's this? 43,550. Yeah, so 43,550. We got some sell orders there, and we got some sell orders at 45,000. We have some sell orders around 45,500. We had sell orders yesterday there as well, which probably helped in knocking our price back down. So yeah, so right now it looks like there's a lot more sell orders in this area than there is buy orders. Is what it's looking like as I just kind of skim through this. We have big buy orders all the way down at 35,000. And it's not even that big. Down at 33. I mean, the big buy walls are at 30,000. Look at that. That's one of the bigger buy walls I've seen. So we have huge buy walls at $30,000. Not too much else going on here. There's not anything of significance here. We have very small buy walls here around that $42,000 range. You can see that probably played a part in pushing the price back up, but it's really not a lot. And then as you go up, there's some sell walls. There's not a lot. They're very small. This is the biggest one at 43,500. Looks like that's the biggest sell wall currently. And then you'd have to go all the way up to 45,000. So it's really not too much going on in the order books right now. Who's in here? We got 16 people in here right now. If you're in here, let me know what's up. Tell me what's up in the chat. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. I'm the one with the camera in my face, talking to a lens, all by myself in a room. So trust me, don't be shy. What's going on? Who's that? Nawal? Nawal, how you doing? He says, What is happening right now in Bitcoin? Is it going down further? Well, it's just been, so I mean, basically the main thing today, well, not overall today. So today we had like, oh, prices are actually pushing further down right now. The main thing that was going on today was, from what I saw, was everything about the war. That Russia is potentially going to be invading throughout the Olympics. So that would be like within the next week or two, right? So there's a lot of worry about that. That causes FUD. Because the way you have to think about it is this. This is you have to think about it, because a lot of times you'll hear stuff that it literally does not, like, you would think it has nothing to do with Bitcoin, right? Like there's a war going on. Like, what does a war have to do? A war out in Russia have to do with Bitcoin? And like, why would that affect the price of Bitcoin or the price of the market overall, right? The issue is you got to think of it in the average person, right? Especially rich people. You have to think about it in their terms, right? So the way that their thought process goes is, if there's a war going on, that there's going to be fear, right, in the air. If there's any type of fear, that causes uncertainty and doubt. Literally what FUD means, right? So when there's fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the markets, people start pulling out money. So the flow of the money starts going out of the market and into cash. The reason when there's FUD around the market, people rather be in cash, is because cash is what you can spend, right? If anything happens, if something crazy were to happen, a bomb go off, war, like if somebody got nuked, whatever, like people lost electricity, whatever it was, like you need to have cash in order to survive. So people are going to be taking out money, making it liquid, putting it in cash. So because people with a lot of money know this, then when there's FUD around the markets like now, they start pulling out their money and making their money liquid, so that, because they know that with FUD comes drops in prices, which comes opportunity. So it gives them a opportunity to make more money. So that's kind of the flow that you have to think about it in. You have to just try to reason on why markets drop, like what's going on in the mind of the people that are really controlling markets, and that's kind of how the money flows, right? It's a flow of money is the way that you have to think about these the price action. You have to think of it as a flow of money. Now, looking at the charts, it might just be a coincidence, but where we're getting rejected right now is at this big resistance level. So what happens with that is that people are using this as an opportunity to also push prices down. A lot of professional traders, what they're doing right now is, when they see these rejections right here, they're like, okay, there's a resistance. Let's short the market. Let's pull the market. Let's sell. So it puts a lot of pressure on prices, pushing it down, especially then when you combine that with FUD that's going around. It makes it very easy to push the price down at that point. So that's pretty much from the point of what was going on today. Yesterday, we had the CPI numbers. That's a whole different topic, but that also affects markets. But you'll notice that even after the CPI numbers came out, like prices still went back up to 45,000 later on in the day. Then they got pushed back down. So it's been a very volatile week. I think I told, I don't know if I told people on Instagram or on YouTube, but I know in my private group, I told everybody yesterday, the day before yesterday, to expect volatility once the CPI numbers came out, because that's just something that happens all the time. You see a lot of volatility because of that. trying to find. Oh, here we go. Here on Discord, you can see right here. I told them on the 9th. Today's the 11th, so on the 9th, I told them tomorrow the CPI numbers come out, guys. So it could affect the market. We just don't know in which way. So expect volatility. If you have a big position open, it's a good time to take some profits, set up a stop loss in case it goes against us. So, and you'll see my next update, which was yesterday at 9 a.m. There's a drop off from the CPI numbers that we spoke about. So, I mean, it was expected for yesterday for the prices to drop. And if you just kind of put that with what's been going on today, it's easy to just continue pushing prices lower and lower for in the market right now. And then now we're going into the weekend, of course. During the weekend, volume drops off. There's not a lot of volatility. I don't think we should expect too much, but sometimes if a big whale with a lot of money decides to push the market in either direction, it's easier for him because there's not a lot of volatility. So you have to always be aware of those things as well. That's why I don't like carrying open positions into the weekends, because it's just a dangerous game. It's a 50-50 shot at that point. So you'll hit half of them. I'm not interested in hitting half because you can't make money being a 50-50 trader. Let's see. Let me catch up with the chat. Let me catch up. Carl Michael said, I'm waiting till 58,000, then my BTC doubles. I'm thinking of focusing on ETH now. Awesome, dude. Yeah. I would definitely recommend start building up a position in Ethereum. You have to remember this year, Ethereum 2.0 should be coming out. So, and Ethereum's actually down double what Bitcoin's down today. It's down, Bitcoin's down about 2.5%. Ethereum's down 5%. So definitely a good spot to be looking for an entry, or at least to start building a position here. With Ethereum 2.0 coming out, I expect that to also push prices up at some point, you know, leading up to that event. So yeah, I think my Ethereum position is pretty much just as big as my Bitcoin position currently. So I'm a big fan of Ethereum. You know, I'm a big fan of all smart contract projects actually. So that's what I've been investing in during this dip to the bottom. I'm investing in smart contracts because that's basically, you know, the next thing, right? Not the next thing. That's the right now. But they just there's a lot of utility there, and there's a lot of other projects that are being built on top of these smart contract projects. So there's always going to be money flowing through it. So that's what right now, during this dip, my focus has been investing in these smart contract projects, right? So Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, BNB, DOT, Chainlink. LTC is not smart contract platform, but I've also been investing in Litecoin, Matic, of course. What else have I been putting money in? Let's see. What else? Oh, Avalanche, Phantom. Phantom is one of my favorite ones right now. Avalanche and Phantom right now are probably two of my favorite smart contract projects. So I'm big on both of those, and they're really cheap right now. So wait, this is the Fear and Greed Index. We're currently neutral at 50. Where is CoinMarketCap? All right, CoinMarketCap. What am I looking for? Where's like the regular? Okay. So let's see. So remember, when you're investing in projects and you want to try to like 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, right? You have to look not at the price. You want to know what their market caps are. So right now the filters are weird. Let me see if how How can I go back to the classic? There you go. All right, so let me see. So looking at, you'll see that Avalanche is already a top 10 coin. So its market cap is currently, is this market cap right here? This volume market cap, here we go. Market cap's currently sitting at $19 billion. So could it double? Let's see. Doubling would take it past XRP. Yeah, I think it could double. Could it triple? Triple would put it pretty much where BNB is. It's a possibility. It's tough. I definitely think it could double from here. Triple, I don't know. As money comes, as more and more money comes into the crypto market, for sure. But it's definitely gonna need some help to triple. I could definitely see it doubling at least though. But see, if you go down lower, that's why I'm a lot bigger right now on FTM, Phantom Network. Where is it? Here we go. So Phantom Network is all the way down at 32. I really liked Phantom Network. Its market cap is only at basically $5 billion. Do I see it going from 5 billion? Let's see. Let's say it went top 10. That would be basically from 5 billion to 20 billion. I definitely see that as something that could happen there. So that would basically 4x your money, your investment. So Phantom is one of my favorite projects right now that I've been building a position on. Who else gets these all the time? Let's see if you guys can see it. Oh, it hung up already. I'm always getting these spam phone calls. It's crazy. All right, let's see what is happening right now. Is it going further down? Oh, my AC turned on. Hold on, it's gonna make noise. Let me turn it off. There we go. All right, so let's take a look. Elliott says, what's up, Elliott? How you doing? He says, care to chat about looks. All right, so I'm not too studied up on looks. I have followed it. You can see it's on my watch list. What I do know about looks is that they just had basically a halving in rewards. So that's why you've seen this massive drop. So it was up, it hit a high of around $7, and there are people like making a ton of money staking it. I think the APR was around 500, 600, 700% APR. And then what happened yesterday on the 10th, they halved rewards. So you'll see leading up to the 10th, everybody was selling. And then yesterday, of course, it dropped 10%. That's the day that the halving happened. And then today's down another 14%. That's also due to the halving, and then also partly due to because the entire market is just red today. So that's all I know about it. I know that's why there's been all this sell pressure currently. It's because of the halving. If you pull up the website, it'll tell you the. Let me see if I put looks rare. Explore. Wait. I think rewards. Yeah, so you'll see that the APR is now down to 219%, right? Now, what you have to know is that in 60 days, this is also, once again, going to get halved. So in 60 days, this is going to drop down to about 100%. And then I think 90 days after that, it's going to get halved again. And that'll drop to like 50%, something like that. So I don't know the exact schedule. You'd have to like look it up. I'm sure it's somewhere here. So you'd have to just kind of dig a little bit for it. You'd probably find it here or something. But that's currently what's going on. That's why there's been so much sell pressure here. What's up, Ren? Ren Maximus. How you doing, Ren? Elliott says, Strong was cool. Would like to see the actual buying process. So you could actually, I actually made a video on this. If you go to my channel, let me go back. If you go to my channel here in videos, you could literally just type in. Let me see if I have it under strong block. Yeah, if you type in strong block on my channel, you'll see this come up here. How to set up a strong block node for passive income. And you can literally just it's a tutorial. Like I go over it, I review it, I talk about what strong block is, how it works, and I do a tutorial on how to set up your first strong node. So the gist of it is that you need to buy 10 strong tokens. You could do that anywhere basically, not anywhere, but you could do it basically on KuCoin is where I do it. You need 10 of them. So that's going to cost you, it's going to run you, let's see where Strong is right now. Strong is currently sitting at $419. So it's going to run you about $4,200 for a Strong node. Then you can go over to Strong Block, to the website to create a node with your Strong tokens. You have to transfer your Strong to your MetaMask, and then you can create a Strong node. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. If you have any confusion about it, again, just go to my YouTube channel, type in strong block, or if you're just in videos, just you could either scroll down to this one is called how to set up a strong block node, or you can also go to playlist, and I'm pretty sure I have it in the passive income playlist here. So if you go here, passive income, view full playlist. Let's see, scroll down a little bit, and yep, it's right here. So you could definitely watch that tutorial there, so you can see exactly how to set up your first strong node. And it's at a discount right now, guys. This is 400. This is one of the lower levels we've seen here. Let's see, what's the next question? Can I see Elliott wave theory on Bitcoin price movement by Adnan Mohammed? So I don't use Elliott wave theory too much. I do kind of look at it, but I don't really like follow it too much. You know what I mean? Let me go back to Bitcoin. But the gist of it is basically, it works in impulses, right? In different moves. So I think it's like A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, something like that. So that would, it depends where you think this trend started, is basically how you'd want to draw that out. So it'd be like A, B, C, I think, and then 1, 2, 3, something like that. So at this point, I think you'd be expecting another A. So I mean, we could put Elliott wave theory, and you could pretty much look at okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC. So I had it backwards, my bad. Yeah, I don't really follow Elliott wave theory too much, because that's more of a long-term look at the market. That's why when I looked for that's why I zoomed out to like the weekly and monthly, because you got to kind of zoom out. It doesn't really work too much when you're zoomed in, like really close in short time frames. So you have to kind of zoom out a bit. But this is basically what it looks like, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A, B, C. So A, B, C is usually the correction, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is usually the impulse move up. So if we look at it, 1, 2, so now here's where would the end of that next move be? That's where I was like 1, 2, would it be all the way up here? 3, 4, 5. So if that's the case, then that means that we're supposed to be seeing A, B, C, right? So you have A, B, and C. So if we look, if this is 5 up here, then that means if this is 5 up here, then that means it would be like A, B, and C has to drop harder. So C would probably put us back down here around $30,000, which is also the bottom over here. So if we're following that pattern, and this is 5 up here, starting over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then this would be A. Whoops. This would be A. Then we're getting a bounce like we are right now. It should lead a little bit higher, I think, maybe to around the $50,000 area. And that would be B. And then C would have to be lower than A. And that would probably take us down, I would imagine, back down like to this area, right? So if we're looking at it through wave theory, I think it would look something like that, you know. But then again, it depends what time frame you're looking at it. It depends. Like there's so many variables. That's why you can't just depend on one thing. You have to be like, okay, this makes sense. Now, what else? Where's the confluence? What else tells me the same exact story, right? So you have to find pieces of the puzzle that fits together. If it's only one thing that's telling you that story, then it's not likely to happen. You know what I mean? So if you could find multiple reasons for that story to make sense, then you know you could base your trades off of that, right? All right. Hopefully I broke it down as simple as possible. For anyone that's really big on Elliott wave theory, I apologize if I messed it up. Thank you for the clear explanation. No problem, man. Henrik, what's going on? When will Bitcoin go up again? I'm new to this game. Oh man, you just gotta be patient and learn. You know, the most important thing that you can do when you first get into this space is to really educate yourself. It's gonna take time, but that's where you're going to make the most money when it comes time to make the most money, right? So the more you educate yourself now, while there's not too much going on, the more prepared you will be for when we finally get like another big impulse move to the upside. So that's my number one recommendation, is educate yourself. Number two, learn about dollar cost averaging. I would set up a weekly or monthly budget to just kind of dollar cost average your way into positions, because you want some skin in the game, right? You want to have some skin in the game. If you have skin in the game, you see your money fluctuating, it's going to incentivize you to study more and educate yourself more. So that's pretty much what I recommend if you're new. And then you got to practice patience and discipline, man. Bitcoin moves very, very fast, very quickly, but it's going to make you suffer before it does that. So you need to learn to be disciplined. You need to learn to be patient. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose, and you'll have a good time, man. Think of it in a long-term perspective rather than a day-to-day. So in the long term, if you really believe in this project in the next 5 to 10 years everything is going to take off, then who cares what happens today, right? Like if it drops to 30,000, who cares? If it drops to 20,000, who cares? Because you're not focused on today. You're focused on, the next 5 years. So again, it just, depends a lot on a lot of different things, what your perspective is, what your time frame is. But that's basically what I recommend, if you're new in the space. Hopefully we don't lose 42 here, guys. It's looking like we might lose. Remember, we had a small buy wall here, but it wasn't very big. See, we have the small buy wall at 42,000. It's actually growing a bit. Let's see what happens here. Look at the buy wall. You can see it. We have 100 and something orders there. So we're watching this buy wall right now at 42. You see that we got a little bounce there. Let's see. Rain Maximus. I spoke about Phantom. So I think I covered that already. Right when you asked, probably I spoke about that. I'm very bullish on Phantom long term. I definitely think that it could it could jump into the top 20, top 10, which would basically be like a 4x from its current price. Daryl, what's going on? Daryl, how you doing, man? How you feeling? Appreciate you tuning in. Carl Michael, that's going to be different for everybody. You know, the amount that I invest and the amount that you invest all depends on the sizes of the portfolio. So you never speak in terms of dollar amount, because then we can't relate. If we're speaking in dollar amounts, we can't relate because of the differences of our portfolios, the differences in our risk tolerance, and things like that, right? So, you know, $100 might be a lot to somebody, and $100 is nothing to someone with a bigger portfolio, right? So if someone has $1,000 in their portfolio invested, $100 is a lot to them, right? If someone has $1 million portfolio, $100 is nothing to them, right? So that's why we never speak in terms of exact money. The terms that we speak in are in percentages. So when it comes to percentages, then again, it still comes down to risk tolerance, because it depends how you're splitting your portfolio. Like, I like to have around half my portfolio in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then I split everything else into different portions. So I think for Phantom, I'm somewhere around between 5 to 10% of my portfolio. So when you speak like that in percentages, now regardless of the amount of money that you have in your portfolio, it doesn't matter, because you understand 10% is always 10%. Whether you have $1,000 or $1 million, 10% is still 10%, right? Now, what I would say where that changes is if you have a lot of money, if you already have millions of dollars, then you want to be more risk averse, because your strategy needs to change with your capital. If you have a lot of money already, then you want to preserve your wealth, right? So you want to take not so risky investments to preserve your capital, right? You want to put your capital in the most efficient, the safest investments, right? The least volatiles. Like that, you'll still make money, but you'll also be protecting the capital you already have. When you have less money in your portfolio, then you want to take bigger risk. The reason why is because you don't have a lot of money either way, so it's not a big deal. And what you need to try to do is, create wealth. So you're in a different stage. You're in the stage of trying to create wealth. So when you're trying to create wealth, you gotta be a little bit riskier with your moves. So let's say if I have $1 million, I'm not going to be risking 10% on something. Like, let's say at $100,000, I'll do 10% risk on Phantom, right? At $1 million, I might do 5% on Phantom, right? Because it's different amounts. And now I'm trying to preserve capital versus be more risky to create more wealth. So there's a lot that goes into it. So and also age, how old you are matters a lot, because if you're younger, that means that you can take more risk, because if you lose it, it doesn't really matter, because you can make it back, and you're so young that you have enough time to start over and get back to where you were, right? When you're older, you have less time. So if you have less time, then you want to be preserving capital more than trying to create wealth at that point. So there's a lot of variables, a lot of moving parts to it. I try to give you the broad understanding and the broad picture of how you should be thinking and the terms you should be thinking. And then it's up to you to kind of, take those pieces, go online, do more research, really educate yourself on these type of things, so that then you can really see what type of risk you should be taking yourself. It's hard to say, what risk you should be taking, because I don't know your situation. Everybody's situation is always going to be different. So depending on situations, depending on risk tolerance, depending on age, depending on size of your portfolio, like it's so many things that it depends on. there's no way that I can ever give you a correct answer. You know what I mean? The correct answer is going to be different for every single person. I hope that makes sense. Juicy Woozy, what's up? Yes, I am definitely bullish on strong nodes. I've put a good amount of money into it, so I'm definitely bullish on it. I actually just created my 13th strong node today, so that should give you an idea on how bullish I am on it. Again, you can check out the I dropped a video on it today, actually, how much money I made with Strong Block in January. And if you need a tutorial, I have a tutorial on that as well, and a review on it, which is this one right here, how to set up Strong Block nodes for passive income. So you guys can check that out. Charbel, what about Gala? Well, what exactly about Gala? Like, what are you asking? I think Gala, whoops, that's not it. You can see it's had a really big month here, 44% move just on the 5th. I'll be looking to enter in pullback. So let's see. The only thing with that, it's up a lot already. So you don't really, when it's up that much, you got to be careful on your entries. So from here, whoops, I'm using the wrong tool. Where is this? Is that I can't see? It's hiding behind the camera. So it's had a 122% move here. That's a big move. It needs to consolidate, needs to pull back. So if we pull this up now, just to kind of get an idea for pullback levels, maybe around, it's currently at 30, maybe around 28. I would like to see it pull back further, probably to like 61.8 if I'm looking for any entries. The easiest thing is obviously to dollar cost average in that though. But yeah, I think it has a lot of potentials. I know that they're working a lot of games, a lot of stuff in the metaverse. So if you're into the metaverse, if you think that's going to be a big industry, I definitely believe so. Then that's a good investment. I think, you know, as long as you're thinking in terms of long term, because it could, you know, it could do stuff like this and then eventually just pops, right? And look how like the pops are very, very quickly. Then it's just gonna bore you, right? It's gonna bore you to death. Look at this. Look how boring this is. This is when you buy. I always tell people these are the times to buy, right? Once you see this, that's just nothing. Look at this. Look at the last time. Look at this right here, right? Look at this move. Look at this. It's gonna bore you to death first. It's not gonna go up unless it bores you to death. Right here, boom. Same thing, right? These match. So you gotta be looking for those little setups there, because you want to be buying during these times. You don't want to buy during this time. You know what I mean? Because yeah, it could keep going up, but it could also just keep going down, right? So that's the issue with that. You usually want to look for stuff like this if you're looking to enter into projects. You don't want to buy in after this. It has to retrace, has to pull back, has to consolidate before it continues up. Mohammed, thank you. Love from Dubai. Awesome, man. I'm dying to go out to Dubai. That's definitely on my list of places to travel. Martin, what's going on, Martin? Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Luna. Flores, how you doing, Flores? Flores says, just checked in, love your videos. Would you suggest getting into Stronghold right now? Is it as easy as buying them on an exchange? So again, it depends. Yeah, you have to think of it in this way. If you have money that you don't mind taking high risk on, then yes. The issue is, it is risky, right? There's going to be a high risk play because it's returning basically 30% per month, which is crazy, right? How sustainable is it? I don't know. That's the thing. The thing is in the unknown. They've sustained for over a year already at, you know, similar rates. They cut the rewards once. But ever since that cut, which was like in the summer of last year, they've sustained the current rates, right? To where it's at right now. Now, with that in mind, you have to remember they're going to start tapering rewards. Now, how far or how much are they going to be tapering? We have no idea yet because they haven't released any information on that. They're supposed to release it in January. They didn't. They pushed it back. Now they're supposed to release it this month. We're almost halfway through the month. We got to wait and see. So if you want to be a little bit safer, wait and see until the tapering information comes out and see how it is, how bad or how good it is, you know, and then reevaluate there. I'm already in. I've been in since November. So at this point, you know, there's no going back for me. And I'm only risking, you know, small percentage, under 10% of my portfolio in there. The other thing you have to think about is, you know, if you do get a strong node, are you looking to compound first, or are you looking to just get your money out right away, right? The thing with that, like if you're only getting one node, 2 nodes, 3 nodes, it's going to take you a while to get your money back. It's going to take you like 90 to 100, 110 days, right? Which is not bad. If you get your money back in 110 days, like that's amazing. But it's really slow because you can't compound if you're only looking to take your money out. So if you're looking to compound, I would say start with at least 4 nodes, because like that, if you can, obviously, and like that, you can compound a lot faster. But again, I am bullish on it. I am invested in it. I think that they are sustainable. What I like about it is the team. They have a team with a history of successful projects, successful management. They're known. You know who they are. They're not like an anonymous team. Their company is based in the United States. So those are also all like good things. You know, they've sustained for over a year already. So it has a lot of things I like about it, but at the end of the day, it's still a risky investment. Now, as far as how easy it is to get started with them, you have to basically, it is not as easy as buying it on an exchange. You have to buy it on an exchange. Then you need to have what's called a MetaMask wallet, which is a wallet on your browser, basically. You can download it as a plugin for your browser, and it's connected, right? You create an account and it's basically connected on your browser. Then you have to go to the Stronghold website and you need to create the node. Once you do that, you have to approve it. You have to pay gas fees. So you need to have not only the 10 strong, which is what it costs to create a node, you also need Ethereum in your MetaMask wallet so that you can cover gas fees to create a node. Let me see, I created a node today actually. It's gonna cost you anywhere between $60 to $100 in gas fees alone to create a node, right? So you need to have that prepared in your MetaMask wallet as well. So that's something to keep in mind. Again, if you do decide on doing it, I recommend watching this video. I go over it, I do a review on it, and I show you exactly how to buy and create your first strong node. So I recommend you watching this video here. It's called How to Set Up a Strong Block Node for Passive Income. All you got to do is, if you go to my page, you go to videos, scroll down, just look for that right here. The thumbnail says $5,000 per month passive income. And if you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out. Well, we got a donation from Carmichael. Carmichael says, thanks for the great advice, Jay. I really missed this channel. Thank you so much, Carmichael. I really, really appreciate it. You're the man. Thank you for the donation of $9.99. I appreciate it, man. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna only do it. It's already 6 o'clock, guys. So I said I was only gonna be on till 6. I'm gonna do a few more questions and then I am going to get out of here. So the cutoff is going to be at the donation, at where Carmichael did his donation. So it's gonna be the cutoff there. Let me see. Let me go across a few more questions. What do I think is gonna happen in the market during the Super Bowl? I have no idea, man. I'm expecting there to be some crypto commercials. Potentially, with the crypto commercials, it could move the market up. Who knows, though? You know, like there's no way to know that. There's absolutely zero shot at trying to guess that. So I don't try. I don't try to guess that, right? The best you can do is control what you can control. Everything else is just gonna happen. Let's see. Ethereum on 4-hour chart. Well, it depends where your Fibonacci levels are. I don't know where you place your Fibonacci levels. What I do see here, even if you just kind of go to the daily, is that we had this channel right here, and we're retesting basically that channel that we broke out of. So I do see that. I don't know where your Fibonacci levels are placed, so I'm not sure about that. Let's see. Any theory on what will happen? What's up, Paul, by the way? He says, any theory on what would happen if Russia gets more into Bitcoin? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Like more into Bitcoin? How? I would imagine that any country getting more involved in Bitcoin would be bullish overall for Bitcoin. So I would imagine at that point it would go up. But again, I don't know like in what way you're asking. Again, in general, I think any country getting more involved in Bitcoin is probably bullish. But yeah, I don't know. Yes, guys, make sure to smash the like button, guys. We got 27 people in here, but we only have 15 likes, guys. Come on. If you guys are enjoying this, make sure to smash the like button. Let's get that up at least to 20. Let's get it above 20, guys. Come on. Hit that like button. We've been live here for the last hour. We even got a donation from Carmichael for $9.99. Appreciate you, Carl. All right, let's see. What? Okay, this looks like a spam. So I'm just gonna remove this. All right, guys, we got the likes to 20. Let's get at least one more so that we're above 20. We got to be above 20 likes, guys. 20 is no good. 21. Now we're talking. From June 24th of February. Where's June? So I would imagine from the bottom. So from the bottom of the 24th to the top. Is that what you're talking about? If so, it looks like it's about to hit the 38.2% level. The golden pocket is down at 61.8. I don't know if this is how you have it drawn. Maybe you don't have it on the wick. I'm not sure. I don't know if it makes a big difference. But yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean that could definitely be a level. The thing with when you're tracking Ethereum that you got to keep in mind, the technical analysis on Ethereum is really not that important because Ethereum at the end of the day is gonna follow Bitcoin. So I honestly don't spend any time like really doing analysis on coins other than Bitcoin because if I know what Bitcoin's gonna do, I know what everything else is gonna do, and that's just how I play it. So whether it's whether it goes to the golden pocket or not, I don't think it's a big deal because, for example, if Bitcoin loses 42 here, we're risking testing at least this right here. This is the trend line, right? That we broke below and then we broke back above. If we're gonna test that, that's at 40,000. If we break below this trend line, then we're going to drop down probably back down here, I would expect, and that's around that $37,000 area. So if that were to happen, then everything on the Bitcoin chart means absolutely zero because it's gonna follow Bitcoin. It doesn't matter what the chart says on Ethereum. So I would put my energy and time more into doing analysis on Bitcoin because it's gonna make your life just a whole lot easier. When everything's in a bull run, when we're like in a bull market that everything's just moving up, then you could start looking into other coins, especially as out season comes up. But for now, I wouldn't even waste my time looking at other charts. This is where you should be focused. Appreciate it, Luke. Thank you, man. Carl, yeah, I do. And this is gonna be the last question that I answer here, guys. I gotta hop off. But so the last question is, Carl said, "Do you have a video that'll teach me how to read and understand the charts more efficiently?" And that's a great question, Carl. So if you go to my channel and you go to playlist, I have a playlist called Trading for Beginners, where I basically what I did is I put all the videos, video tutorials that I thought would be helpful for beginners here. So I put them all here for you guys. And not only that, guys, not only that, I put them in order, I think, for you to understand, like for you to go through them. So they're already set up in order. So for example, the first video you should watch here is this one, the top one, Understanding Candlesticks for Beginners. So I would start right here and work my way through them because, understanding candlesticks, once you understand candlesticks, then support and resistance, right? That's very big. You need to understand support and resistance, how it works. With those two things there, you're going to build a foundation for looking at the charts and knowing what to look for. So once you understand that, now you could go into how to do a top-down analysis, right? Because when you're looking at a chart, the way that I recommend doing it is looking from the top down, which means from a zoomed out perspective to then you go into a zoomed in. Because you always want to see the big picture first, right? Then Trading View tutorial, how to use Trading View. So Trading View is this right here. I teach you exactly how I use it and exactly how to set it up like I have mine set up. And you can watch this video. This is me speaking live, an introduction to trading, a few clips about it. Here talking about how much money you should invest in Bitcoin, how to buy the dip, Bitcoin trading strategy for beginners, goes into risk management trading strategy. So at this point, it goes into more advanced things that you need to understand. But the main ones are probably going to be these four, I would say. Maybe even this one right here. Once you get through there and you're understanding how to look at charts, then you can start figuring out how much money you should put in, how to buy the dip, risk management, how to calculate position size. So these are going to be more advanced, profit-taking strategies, how to trade with leverage, HODL versus day trading, scalping strategies, how to trade different things like the bull flags, how to use Fibonacci retracement tools, how to trade using divergence, you know, what the Wyckoff trading method is. And then I even have tutorials on different exchanges, well, mostly on Bybit because that's where I trade. And I have live videos at the end here where I was trading live and showing you guys my thought process behind the trades as I took them and why I took them. So I hope that answered your question. Carl, let me know if that answered your question. Make sure to run through those videos. After you go through those videos, if you don't understand anything, if you're still lost, I would tell you to watch the videos again. Spend a little bit more time on it, because with trading, sometimes it takes a few times before it clicks in your head. Once it clicks, you'll start understanding everything a lot faster, a lot quicker, and things will make a lot more sense. But that's what I definitely recommend, Carl. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. We've been live for over an hour. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's live stream. I am moving today. So today is actually officially the last video that I shoot in here. In this room, I don't think I will any longer be shooting videos in here. I have to move everything over to my new place on Monday. I haven't figured it out how it's gonna work out yet, so I might do another live stream on Monday, so that because I probably won't have time to create a video and edit it and put it out in time. So I'll probably do another live stream on Monday, and then we'll get back to regular videos hopefully at some point next week. I have to figure out what my new setup is gonna be like, what it's gonna look like, and all that. So we'll see. We'll have some fun with it. If you guys have any suggestions, you're welcome to comment them and let me know what you think I should do. Felo, ¿cómo está, Felo? You don't have a trailer. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it, guys. I will see you guys on the next one. I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Peace and love.